Hello and welcome to my channel. It's so good to have you here. This video today is all about balance. I'm doing a whole series on balance, and this video in particular is for you if you suffer emotionally from fear and panic, and also for you physically if you sometimes suffer with feeling super tired, just lethargic, no get up and go, and you struggle to sleep and perhaps get insomnia. Because if you have those physical and emotional symptoms, you are in Chinese medicine more likely to be a water element baby. So a water element personality. So personality classifications have been around since the day dot. And the traditional Chinese philosophy is that we all are energy, as indeed Einstein has now proven, E = mc squared, and that our energy aligns to the elements of nature. And we're all a unique combination of those different elements, and they are earth, water, wood, fire, and metal. But obviously one of those elements is more likely to be kind of your favored approach, your favored perspective, your favored way of being in this world. And if you're a water element, this video is for you. I will first describe the key things that you'll notice when you're balanced and feeling good in the water element, and also when you're out of balance, because this is all about rebalancing so you feel good emotionally and physically, and all the good aspects, the good qualities of your character are brought out into the open. First of all, what is the water element personality looking like? Well, the water elements, it's about really a rhythm of life, and water elements are kind of slow and wise and considered. So think of a deep pool of water, a deep body, a deep lake. It's calm on the surface with great depth. Deep reflective thinkers, and also really creative people. So actually a lot of musicians and poets are likely to be strong in the water element. I think Janis Joplin, Stevie Nicks, Kurt Cobain were all water element. So they're deep thinkers, reflective, more likely to have a few friends, really good, deep friendships, deeply connected, rather than lots and lots of friends. They enjoy alone time, they're quite solitary, but above all, when they do connect, they really want to be loved. And on the upside, they are incredibly strong. If you think about the power of water forging its way, they are strong and tenacious, and they can go with the flow, literally finding the flow of water. So when they're in their zone, in their flow, they are true genius types, really creative, bonding with a few people, and they can find extreme wonder and reverence in the world. So they're almost childlike in their innocence and their wonder. And they also like to uncover the truth, the deeper mysteries of the world. So you'll find them exploring and reflecting and looking deep on their own inside world. So they tend to be more inner reflective. They have a big inner world rather than playing a big part in the outside, the external world. That's not to say they can't have a role or a job that's externally focused, but where they get their energy, where they feel most at home, is alone, reflecting, creating, exploring, uncovering the mysteries. So if that sounds like you, and your go-to kind of negative emotion is fear, you will find these next two exercises really helpful. And even if you're not in a fearful place, we're in an ever-changing world. Change is our constant. Change is always changing. And this is about finding your inner peace no matter what goes on. We can't control the outer world. We can control our response. We can shift our energy back into a place that allows us to feel calm, allows us to feel connected to our deeper self, to our higher self. So we reconnect with our wisdom, the wisdom of our heart, so we can continue in our life no matter what's going on with wise action. So join me for these two exercises to balance your water element. We all have the element of water within our personality, within our psyche. Some people are much more water than others. Let me just quickly tell you about the negative side. So if you're out of balance, there are things that a water element is more vulnerable to. Now, water elements like to be alone. They explore their inner world. Sometimes they can retreat so much that they get really, lonely. They can come across as aloof because they've retreated so much, and they are no longer connected to other people. And sometimes that means they get stuck in a negative thought pattern. So they're prone to feeling really intense fear, getting incredibly anxious, and sometimes depressed because they've retreated so much into an inner world where no one can reach them. So if you're a water element, you need to get out there. When you feel like sometimes you really need to be in that cave, your own space, you actually need to put your brave pants on and walk about, get connected, go out into Mother Nature, find your good friends and spend time with them to kind of pull yourself out of that kind of negative space in your own world. And of course, you can always do these exercises as well. So downside of water element is they can be too isolated, too withdrawn. They can sometimes get so out of what's going on in the world, they'll forget to eat, they'll forget to wash, they forget to talk to people, and they can get very caught up in their own space. And that's not healthy if it's left to its own devices for a long time. They can also, they're powerful people, they can tend to be very stubborn and not want to listen. So again, if you're a water person, use these exercises to start opening your heart, to find your trust again, because sometimes when you're in that stubborn place, you lose faith with yourself and you don't trust other people. So these exercises will help you open your heart, open your mind, open your ears, so that you can listen to other people, hear a new perspective, and continue maybe on a different path, but continue in harmony. So let's do a couple of exercises. One of these is standing up, and the other actually I need to be sitting down on the floor. So wait a minute while I gather a new space. So the first of these exercises to balance the water element is called blowing out the flame or taking down the flame. And I'm sitting in this position because this is the position we need to adopt. And what I want you to do is to wrap your arms around this part of your knee. You can't see my knees, there we go. That's my knees. And we're wrapping your arms around your knees as if you're cradling yourself, because obviously that's what you're doing, both physically and energetically. This is really calming the fear response, igniting your core energy, but bringing your consciousness down, right down, to this lower belly, so you feel grounded and centered and strong in yourself again. So we'll literally just start to rock. And your arms are pressing some key points on the water element meridians, which are the kidney and the bladder. In fact, this is more the kidney meridian that we're pressing here. So inviting the meridians, the energy channels in our body that relate to the water the water element, to calm, to let go of the fear, to feel grounded, to feel centered. And as you rock, there's a beautiful sound. I always think of a beautiful owl, because it's a bit of whoo, whoo, but much gentler than that. And imagine, bring your amazing imaginations, your visualization. As I've said, water element personality is so creative. So you will have a beautiful visual imagination. Imagine a flame in front of you that you're blowing out. As you breathe in, go backwards, and whoo. We're literally blowing out the flame. And you will really start to feel your system slow down as the fear and the panic starts to dissipate. I'm sorry if you can hear any watery noises, that's my dog drinking from the water bowl. This is allowing you to let go of that fear, to let go of attachments that don't serve you, to find a new light, a new perspective. Breathing in. And you can do this for as long as you need. It only really takes a couple of minutes to shift your energy back into balance and cohesion. And it's a beautiful exercise, just gently rocking. Any rocking in the body invites calm, allows your stress response to just let go to ground where it needs to go to. So that's the first exercise, and you do that when you're feeling really out of balance, when the anxiety has really gripped you and your stomach feels knotted and you just feel super fearful. So you're kind of stuck with thinking about how things could have gone, what you should have done, or what you need to do, and you just don't know what to do. You feel hopeless. When you're in that space, gently rock, find your breath and breathe out. Now let's go to the second exercise. So for this exercise, we're standing up. I always rub my hands together, our amazing electromagnetic tools, because we're using our hands to draw the energy in what's called the yin-yang water loop. So when we're connecting the two meridians, the bladder and the kidney, so the kidney is the yin meridian, the inner, the female meridian, the inner world, and the bladder is the yang meridian, the male, the external. So what we're going to do is literally trace those meridians in a beautiful flowing loop to balance the elements of water, so that all those good things about water, your flow, your creativity, your reflection, your imagination, your ability to connect and have deep relationships, that deep thinking, all of that is what we're encouraging your energy to evoke, rather than the negative side, vulnerable side of the water element. So we're going to be tracing the kidney meridian. So let's start down at the bottom of our feet. The kidney meridian, kidney 1, starts under the ball of your foot. So turn your feet onto the edges, outer edge, start at the ball of your foot, up the inside of your leg, staying all the way up that central line, up to the K27 points, the bits beneath your collarbone that we tap. You can give them a little tap on the way. Then we go up your neck, over your face, to the point here on your forehead, and that's where we start the bladder meridian. So we're going back over our head. I'll turn around and pick that up as high as you can go, down the back of your body, over your buttocks, down the side of your legs and off the little toe. And then we start again while we're down there, underneath the ball of the foot, up the inside of your leg, all the way up the centre, up over your head. This time I'll stay this way. Reach up where you left off, down the back of your body, the back of your legs, off the little toe. And up the inside of your foot, inside of your leg, up the centre, up our neck, over our head, picking it up where you left off, down your back, and off the little toe, up the inside. And it's a beautiful flow. It's a really simple one to do. And you literally can just keep doing that flow, going up the front of your body and down the back of your body. And what you're doing by connecting those two meridians, the kidney and the bladder meridian, is energetically you're telling your body we're in balance, we're in flow. So we're encouraging the energy to flow in a beautiful, complete loop. And when you've got stuck energy, or energy that's, that's gappy or dissipating or chaotic, that's when emotionally you go to the negative, you go to the fear, or physically you feel tired and exhausted and can't sleep. So you do that water loop. Do it in the morning, do it in the middle of the day, do it in the evening. It doesn't matter when you do it. If you do it a couple of times throughout the day, that's actually really effective, rather than doing loads and loads of loops just once in the day. just do a couple of loops every time you feel you've got time and space. If you spend a lot of time at the laptop or at a computer sitting down at a desk, it's a really good way to get that flow moving again, because when we sit down and we're stationary, that's when you're more likely to go out of balance. So do 2 or 3 of those amazing water yin yang loops, and you will feel balanced, energized, and ready to step into that wise action. So I really hope you enjoy this. If you've liked the video, please just click the like button, subscribe, so more people can enjoy these amazing energy medicine benefits. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you here again soon.